So a while back, a YouTube user going by the name of DommeUG shared with me his findings on the unions, the foretellers, and the Master of Masters, and how he may be connected to Vanitas. While you may be thinking it's a reach, the evidence he brought to the table is more than worth looking into. I feel he's made the biggest discovery of discoveries ever. So if you didn't know, the foretellers are based on the seven deadly sins, but what many didn't look into was the idea that Luxu and the Master of Masters are also based on these sins. So here's a list of their names and their meanings. As you can see, most of them seem plausible due to the fact all of the known masters' names are at the beginning of each meaning. But at the very bottom you see something interesting, Master Vanitas. Upon further dissection of the theory and giving it some thought and lining things up with the trend, it's potentially true, or his name will align with the trend and be Superbia or Stole. But let's keep the name Vanitas for now, and speculation away from the actual original findings. I see this possibility for a special reason. When Ventus and Vanitas joined together, Vanitas was the only one gifted with the X-Blade, even though he himself states the X-Blade was in a splintered/fractured state, and that it could be completed by becoming one completely with himself. Now, I'm not Nomura, so I can't say for certain, but does no one else find it weird that Ventus didn't get half of the X-Blade as well, even though he also went into, of course, or he also was a part of course, creating it. This could be explained by the passing down of Keyblades that young Xehanort mentioned in a new Kingdom Hearts Recoded 2.5 cutscene. As many of us have speculated, Sora may be connected to the Master of Masters, and let's say for a minute that this is in fact true. Vanitas' look is based off Sora's, due to the connection of Ventus and Sora's heart at the beginning of Birth by Sleep. So if that connection does in fact exist between Sora and the Master of Masters, that could explain the name and why Vanitas was chosen to be the wielder. Harking back to the actual theory though, DommeUG shares a representation of the seven animals of the seven sins from the anime The Seven Deadly Sins, and surprisingly or not, they match exactly what we've seen thus far from the KH foretellers, except one, a lion. As you guys know, a lion is a symbol of pride. That's exactly the sin left unused and the animal yet to be seen thus far in the collective group of the foretellers, Luxu, and their master, which consequently leaves us with Superbia and Stoles to complement the likelihood of the master of this animal being the assigned animal of the master. In conclusion, I feel this is the most noteworthy piece of speculation I've ever seen, even completely obliterating my own theories and speculations. Sadly, this hasn't blown up like the rebirth theory, but I wanted to pitch in and get this seen by you guys and as many people as I possibly can, and DommeUG gave me permission to share my thoughts on his amazing finds. So a huge thank you to him for the opportunity. If you'd like to check it out for yourselves and show him some love, his links are in the description below, of course, to his channel and to the actual thread that he made to actually represent, of course, or be able to share his theories and his findings, which are pretty dope if you go read them yourself. Dommie, I hope to continue to see you around on the channel, dude, and that your findings get the level of attention it deserves, fam. So that's all I have for today. Go check out this speculation for yourselves, man. Go check out everything this dude has found. It's pretty great to see. And like, he's still working on it. He's still building on it. And the fact that he can still build into it just shows like how deep this actually goes and how much they actually paid attention to, certain things like the seven deadly sins and stuff like that when creating the foretellers. And quite honestly, even the rebirth theory itself says something about the seven deadly sins and things like that, and how these characters are all based on these sins and how their personalities are also built kind of around these sins as well. So let me know what you guys think about it when you actually read the theory, and come back to the channel if you do, and of course leave some thoughts, leave some feedback on, of course, the speculation and on the thread itself created by DommeUG, and go check out his channel. This has been your boy Amaziah. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and everything you do, don't forget to keep it A-class, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Peace the heck out.